Hello everyone, this is Aurelio and this is my new portable Wii, which is also an entry for the BitBuild 2018 contest. So, before starting, let's take a look at the design. As you can see, this is a clamshell case, kind of like my older Wii portable, but with a lot of improvements both on the case design and on its internal features. On the side we have a power switch for, powering it on, which is a lever switch, which is nice. On the back we have DS Lite triggers, a Z button, which is custom and 3D printed, a venting hole for the cooling systems, which has an internal heat pipe for keeping the Wii cool, an headphone jack that is connected to PowerMe, which has an internal digital audio amplifier, and here we can see a reset button which is kind of flush with the case to avoid any accidental presses. Nothing on the side, and on the front we have an USB-C port. This is very important for this portable because, first of all, it has two functionalities. For once, it allows for charging, applying power delivery, so it can support voltages higher than 5 volts. And for example, this is configured to work with a Nintendo Switch USB charger, which can provide 15 volts up to 3 amps, and which is plenty more than enough to power and charge the system. And also it allows for data transfer between the Wii and the computer. This is made possible by an internal board that toggles the data line between the data lines of an internal USB data drive between the Wii and the connector. So basically, when the system is off, this is configured so that you can just plug a USB-C to Type A cable and just transfer data between the Wii and the computer. But when the Wii is on, the transfer is not possible anymore, and the Wii is actually connected to the USB drive. But since this is controlled by PowerMe, it is also possible to toggle the data lines even if the Wii is on, and basically have a menu to transfer data with a computer without turning the Wii off. So it's nice. Alright, so let's open this up to first take a look at the hinges, which are hinges that have fixed positions. More specifically, this has two fixed positions, one of which is this one, which is kind of like 45 degrees, and the other one is this one, which is more like 30 degrees. So I don't know, depending on the playing positions, one may be better than the other. So on the faceplate, we can see first of all that we have a D-pad and the ABXY buttons that are from a DS Lite, and analog sliders from a 3DS. Also, the screen is a 5-inch 16:9 AOYO that supports component video input, so it has crispy video quality, which is perfect for the Wii. So also we have the two speakers here on the front, which are 700 milliwatts each. So they're pretty loud for a portable, I guess. Okay, before turning it on, I'd like to talk about the features that this portable actually has, because, just by looking at it, you can't actually know. Alright, this is the first portable that has a GC Plus 2.0. This is a new upgrade, an upgrade from the GC Plus 1.0, because first of all, it has the controller protocol is implemented in hardware, so it's a lot more reliable, and pretty much this is the main difference, but it also has some minor tweaks that allows basically to not have any pull-up resistors or something like that, thanks to a new microcontroller that I implemented. And also, besides GC Plus 2.0, which is nice but it's not very important, this has PowerMe. PowerMe is a board that has a ton of features. First of all, it provides all the different voltages needed to power a Wii, and also it has charging support for single cell batteries, so you can have, well, any number of of cells but in parallel. So it has 3.7 battery packs, I guess, and it's nice because it allows a lot of flexibility when designing the case or the portable in general. Also, it has a fuel gauge that allows for measuring the state of charge of a battery, and also pretty much anything about the battery. I can measure the design capacity, the capacity with respect to the design capacity, so we can have like a reference of how much the battery is good. We can count the charge cycles, we can have an estimate of time to full discharge or full charge of a battery. So basically we have a lot of features. Also, PowerMe has an onboard digital audio amplifier, as I said before, and this is also configured to work with a Wii, so that it can work with Wii HUD, which I'm gonna show in a second. And it has also other features that are probably not as important as the ones that I mentioned, like fan speed controls using the CPU temperature as a reference. It also provides backlight control for the brightness of the screen, well, of the backlight of the screen. And well, I think this is it, but yeah, I might be forgetting about something. So I think this is time to turn this on. Alright, as I said before, this is an yo-yo screen. Okay, so yeah, this is running Portabilize Me for now, like the first version, because the new loader is still not complete. There are a bunch of stuff to do, but the new loader will make the best out of Wii HUD, because it will be designed like with Wii HUD already in mind. When we made Portabilize Me 1.0, Wii HUD was not a thing yet. So alright, so let's start a game, which is obviously going to be Mario Kart Double Dash. That's because, well, it's like the de facto standard for GameCube and Wii portables, because it's a quick game and it's easy to show the portable working. So while it loads, alright, it already loaded. You might have noticed in the corner that something popped up for a second. That's part of Wii HUD. So let me show it real quick. When I hold down Z button, Y, and I press D-pad up or down, I can change the volume without having any external button. And what's very nice about this is that I get a feedback on the screen. So as you can see, I have a volume bar that changes. Also below the volume bar, there is a percentage that's for the battery. And basically, when I plug in a charger, Wii HUD interface will pop again out, and it will show a value that is in light blue. This indicates that the system is charging. So let's remove the charger because it's kind of in the middle. Another features that this has is that it has 2 volume settings for speakers and headphones. So basically, when I plug this in, first of all, I'm gonna show you that by putting back the Wii HUD interface, you can see that there is an icon in the corner that indicates that it recognizes that there are headphones connected. and since it has two volume settings, you will avoid breaking the headphones or your ears. So let's remove again the headphones so that we can have audio, and I think that we can run a very quick race just to show that everything works. Grand Prix. Yeah, let's go with Piizza. I wish there was Waluigi, right? Also, another features that I forgot to mention about GC Plus 2.0 is that it will allow for basically it will allow for buttons remapping. So even if I'm using a DS Lite configuration, for some games it might be better to not have it or have the buttons placed in a different way. Power Me will allow to not Power Me, but GC Plus 2.0 allows to basically just swapping the buttons, and everything will feel good. Yeah, I kinda suck at this game, especially I can speak and oops. Dang it. Alright, so this is it. Thanks for watching. Let me turn this off just by holding this for a couple of seconds. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I really enjoyed making this portable. I think that it has a lot of features that will be very useful for Wii portabilizing, and I hope to make them publicly available for everyone. So thanks again for watching. Bye.